I recently got a comment on a video that I had to address because honestly, it got me really fired up. But it's a common thing that people talk about when they talk about homeschooling. Do parents need to be experts, and do you need to use a curriculum? Can the average parent really teach their child as well as an expert educator? So pardon me if I get a little bit spicy or a little bit fired up because this is something that I am very passionate about. So now first things first, normally when I get comments that are kind of aggressive or really accusatory, to be honest, I just block and delete because I don't have time for that in my life. I'm a homeschool mom of 5 kids. We have a busy life. I just can't do it. But I left this comment up because I think it's a really important conversation because this is a misbelief that a lot of people have about homeschooling, that you need to use expertly made curriculum and that the best people to educate your kids are the experts, the teachers. So we are actually going to pick apart this comment and kind of bust these myths line by line. Now, the first thing with this comment is that she says she was homeschooled, but it was done correctly with an expert-made curriculum. First of all, there is no correct way to homeschool. There really isn't. There are so many ways to educate your children. Homeschooling has so many different philosophies and methods and even curricula. Even if you go out and purchase a curriculum that was created by an expert, you still have like thousands of curricula options to choose from that were created by experts. They will not all be the same. They will not all be the same method, the same outcome, even the same quality of materials. This is even true within public schools. Public schools across the United States, across the world, are not all using the same curriculum. And there are extremely highly rated schools that don't even use traditional curriculum at all. If you look at schools like a Waldorf school or a Montessori school, they are very, very different from a traditional public school, but they still can be very highly rated and have very good results. Let's go with the second line of this comment. You do not know more than educators. Well, first of all, I actually am an educator. This person clearly did not listen to or watch my video, and that's fine, because this person obviously came in with their own preconceived notions of homeschooling, which is very, very common. Even as someone who says she was homeschooled herself, she has an idea in her mind of what homeschooling should look like because she came from a very system-minded homeschool. She obviously was homeschooled with a traditional homeschool curriculum. This models the public school way, but it is not the only way or the only valid, efficient, effective way to learn. There are so many different ways to learn. And if we look at scores from public schools around the country, around the world, the traditional expert-made curriculum is not always the one that is working the best. And if we look at the fact that 1/3, 33% of 8th graders have below basic reading skills and 40% of 4th graders have below basic reading skills, these public schools are not getting it all right. And homeschool curriculum from big homeschool companies is often mimicking this traditional school way of doing things. And if we continue to do the same things that they are doing in public schools, why should we expect to get different results? This comment continues. This is child abuse. Never do the minimum. Your child's education is not something you should be doing on a budget. Well, who says? Schools have budgets. Everyone has financial constraints. It does not take thousands of dollars to educate kids well. In fact, most home education gives parents the opportunities to do way more than the minimum. Public schools are not giving most kids an incredibly robust and well-rounded education. They're continually cutting things like art and music, gym, recess. They're cutting out all those wonderful extra things that do make for a well-rounded education. Just doing the minimum isn't enough. So no, we don't want to just do the minimum. But that's where home education actually shines. Home education gives our kids the opportunity to do so much more than the minimum. I can tell you that of my 5 kids, none of them are below basic in reading skills. And they still have time to play outside, practice guitar. I can actually hear one of my kids right now playing guitar downstairs. They have time to play sports. They have time to pursue other activities that they're interested in, like art, filmmaking, all sorts of different things that are often cut from good public school programs and are often even crowded out of this expertly made curriculum that we find in home education because we're still doing things the school way. Now, the comment ends to say you should be teaching your child a top formal public school education. And I absolutely disagree because home education allows us to do so much more. Now, are there public schools that are doing a good job? I do think so. But more and more, these test scores are coming out saying that they're not actually getting the job done well. So let's talk about this idea of being an expert. Do homeschool parents really need to be experts? Do you need to have a professionally trained teacher teaching your kids? Now let's talk for a minute about what teachers learn when they go to school to become a certified teacher. Most teachers are not becoming experts in the content. Now, someone who goes to school to be a history teacher is getting a lot of education in history, I assume. I did not do that. I was an elementary teacher, so I had a very broad overview of content areas, but most of my education was in curriculum creation. So yeah, I guess I am an expert in creating curriculum. So I am giving my kids a expert-made curriculum. But they get a lot of education in meeting standards, classroom management, child psychology, child development. They don't get a lot of training in the actual content areas. Because the reality is that whatever school district you are plopped into, you have to teach the curriculum that they give you. And it might not be the same curriculum from this school to this school or that state to that state. And at any time, the curriculum could be changed. That happened when I was teaching, and it's happened to so many teachers that I know that are still teaching today. It isn't just a one and done thing where you learn something and then you're going to teach it for the next 40 years. Now, it does happen to some teachers, but it's not the most common thing. They might start out teaching first grade, and then years down the road, they're shifted and they have to teach fifth grade, and suddenly they're learning something brand new. Now, their skills in teaching a full classroom of kids, those don't change, right? They still have that ability, but they're learning brand new curriculum that they may not have ever learned, and it may have been 10, 15, 20 years since they learned anything or remembered anything about the Civil War, and suddenly they're teaching it to a classroom of kids. So they often are learning these same things, maybe a couple weeks in advance or at the same time that they're teaching it to their students. This is not unusual at all. So teachers are not always experts in the content that they are teaching. Now, over many years, if they stick with the same grade level, they do become experts over time in that content. But like I said, they don't always have control over what they're teaching, what grade level they're teaching. They could very easily get shuffled to another grade level, another school. They could lose their job and end up in a completely different school district, or they could have to move or something for other reasons. But here's the thing. You are actually, as a homeschool mom, you are an expert in your child. You are an expert in how your child learns, what makes them tick, why they would be crabby one moment and not the next, when they're hungry or how much sleep they got the night before. You are an expert in your child, much more so than a school teacher who has never met them until the first day of school. So since you are not only an expert in your child, but you are incredibly invested in your child's future, more than any other teacher could ever be, even the ones that really genuinely care about your kids, They are not nearly as invested in your child's future and your child's education than you are. So if you are an expert in your child, you are invested in their education and their future, and you have a willingness to learn or to find the resources, you have what it takes to homeschool. Now, if you are not willing to do those things, if you're not willing to invest the time, invest the energy, be willing to learn or to find the resources for your child to learn what they need to know, homeschooling might not be for you. So you can learn alongside your child. You don't have to be an expert in all things to homeschool your kids. So here's a little caveat though. Now let's say that when you were in school, you were not very good at language arts. You weren't a good writer. You didn't love to read. How are you planning to have your child be successful or even have your child surpass your knowledge and your abilities? This might mean that you need to outsource something, or this might mean that you have to find resources. But these resources don't always have to be made by these quote unquote experts. Because what makes an expert? Many homeschool resource creators like myself are former teachers, or they have been home educating their kids for a long time, which has made them an expert in homeschooling. Experience often can give you that expertise that credentials didn't give you. You don't have to have credentials to be an expert in something. Chances are you have learned something from someone who isn't an expert with credentials behind their name. Maybe from a YouTube video, from a course, from a book, someone who taught you something that wasn't something that they learned in college. It wasn't because they're a professional at that thing. So let's get back to parents educating their kids. If you're choosing to be a home educator, you are choosing to take on the responsibility of your child's education. And I do think that that should be taken very seriously. But that doesn't mean that what you do in your home has to match up with what's happening in the schools. In fact, I often think that it shouldn't match up with what's happening in the schools. Not because all schools are doing all things wrong, but because it's not the same. You're a home, not a school. You're a family, not a classroom. So you can and should do things very differently. But this responsibility does mean that you can't just do nothing. I don't mean that you can't unschool, because unschooling isn't the same as doing nothing if it's done intentionally, because that is an intentional way of home educating kids. But it absolutely does not mean that you need to go out and purchase a boxed curriculum that has all of the things you would find in a public school. Learning and education takes time and it takes space, but it doesn't have to take expert level knowledge. It does take commitment. It takes commitment from the parent to find the resources, create the time and space, and be intentional. But being intentional doesn't have to cost thousands of dollars, and it doesn't have to come from an expert. My kids are not experts in history, but they have learned so many things through reading books and watching documentaries and just conversation that we have that I didn't necessarily teach them myself, and a curriculum certainly didn't teach them. So do I think that parents can educate their child without being an expert? Absolutely. Do I think you need an expertly made curriculum that comes from a professional curriculum company? No, I don't. Do I think you can just do absolutely nothing all day and expect your kids to have a robust education? No. But I would really love to know your thoughts about this in a nice way. Don't come at me with hate like the previous commenter did. Put your thoughtful discussion and your thoughtful comments below, and I would love to hear what you think about this. And if you love this video, you would love to watch this video over here. Thanks for watching, friends. I will see you soon in another video, and in the meantime, keep cultivating your home. Bye.